I hate the fact that that guy beat me. He's like so deficient in so many areas and he's a champ. He's really good for holding people down the close side underhook, but because he limits his base all on the same side, all you have to do is pin his leg essentially in place, and then as you roll, he's pinned his own arm in place, and so he can't base. I feel like I shouldn't have had my hips as far away from his hips as I did. Because of that, there's a small disconnect as he rolls, which allowed him to grab my leg.
All right, now live from Farmasi Arena here in Rio, it is time for UFC 301, Pantoja versus Erceg.
Well, Steve Erceg, welcome to the Fox Theatre. We're going to be rewatching your fight against Alexandre Pantoja at UFC 301 in Brazil. Talk us through this, the walkout to your very first championship fight in the big leagues.
Yeah, I mean, obviously backstage I was nervous, but weirdly I was less nervous for this one than I have been for past
Really?
UFC fight. I'm not really sure why, and yeah, as soon as the music hits the speakers I start singing, and I feel like that relaxes me too, and yeah, I have a little smile there. I'm walking in and then you hear the boos and the chants and stuff. It was like, yeah, something you expect. It was, yeah, good fun. It was, great experience.
Pardon my ignorance, but what song is this?
It's called Don't Mess Around with Jim by Jim Croce.
What's this little exchange here? You just had a laugh with the cut man.
Yeah, he said this song was around before you were even born. I said it sure was. Yeah, very old school with
So
some
he
of my
knew it.
music choices. Yeah. And yeah, he walks out to Many Men by 50 Cent. It's a good song too. I was vibing to this also. It was weird. I was so relaxed. I was like singing along to his song. It's usually, yeah, it's just a different feeling most of the time. I was very relaxed for this one. I don't know what it was.
How was Alexandre during the week? Seems like a really nice guy beneath it all. Or has your opinion on him changed since then?
I thought he was, yeah, he's a nice guy. Obviously, to his family, I like the way he carries himself, but he was nice to me, but then afterwards he said some stuff about, oh, I hit like a girl and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to say that sort of stuff, say it to me. You don't need to be respectful to me and then talk trash outside of that. So I don't know how I feel about it. I want to obviously still punch him in the face. I can't hit, if I hit like a girl, like I don't know what girls you've been around, but your face was bloodied up and cut up after the fight. So he does have a hard chin though, hard head.
All right, now for the main event introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. For those in attendance and UFC
Bruce Buffer.
watching around the world.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd be more excited to hear my name get called by Bruce, but it's just, yeah, I guess I'm zoned in at that point. I almost don't notice that he's there. It's just me and that guy right there.
Presenting the challenger.
Yeah, a lot of people fist bump Bruce, but again, I'm not giving any love to anybody at this point. It's all business.
Killer mentality.
That's it, yeah. I know I pretend like I'm a nice guy, but I'm actually,
Actually a jerk.
yeah.
Presenting the reigning.
So if this was Perth, imagine how much louder the crowd would be. Like, I felt like Rio didn't give him as much love as I expected. I expected to be super loud for him, but...
Alexandre, the Cannibal Pantoja.
All right, what's going through your head now, Steve?
What's going through my head is like, I thought he was going to come out real aggressive, which he does. I get on my bike, moving around. I just get a sort of, a gauge of the distance. But, yeah, I thought there was a very real possibility that he didn't respect me because I was 10th ranked and all that sort of stuff. So I thought he might just come guns blazing and, like, do what he did to Perez, which is just, try to take him down quick, get his back, finish it early. But, yeah, go back to here. And I really felt like this was a veteran move. Like, he did his little bits, he tried, realised it wasn't sort of working, and then he starts backing up a little bit. And I thought, oh, he might be saving himself because he knows what 5 rounds is like. Because I really, honestly expected him to be going forward the whole time.
From your point of view, what are you trying to execute in this early stage?
Honestly, all I'm trying to do is find out what weapons are going to land, what his reactions are, that sort of stuff. I don't know. I don't have a gauge on what the right distance is and all that sort of stuff yet. So I'm just trying to, figure out where he's deficient, I guess.
You landed there.
Yeah. He's
And as well, he's landed as well. You felt his power.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he hit very hard. I mean, I imagine it's because I was moving away from his shots, like they're very telegraphed, but he's dropped people in the past. I was expecting him to hit harder, to be honest. He was strong, though. I'm just trying to make sure I'm cutting him off here. Don't want to expend too much energy again. I'm nervous, mostly about 5 rounds. I've never gone 5 rounds before. I've trained for it. So I just don't want to do anything silly early. It still annoys me that he even hit me with all that stuff. It's ridiculous.
The leg kicks, are they piling up at this stage? He's landed a couple.
Yeah, no. In my first, I think it's placement a lot because, none of them really hurt. I think it was the back of the calf mostly, whereas up the top and front of the calf is where it hurts a lot more. This annoys the hell out of me. So I do all this work to work myself to the cage so I can use it to stand up, and then I feel like I'm on the cage, and when I go to lie down onto it, it's not there. So I don't know if I misjudged my distance or whether he did something really good there, but... And then this, again, that was so stupid. On my behalf, I was about to stand up. I saw him going to throw the knee, and for whatever reason, I was like, oh, I think he's going to knee me in the head here. So I might, partially block it, but cop the knee to the head, maybe get him to lose a point, and then I'm likely to win the first round just that way, and then I can stand up. And they need me in the body, and I was like, I guess I should stand up now. But he was so fast on the reshoot that then we're back into these positions, and I'm losing more of the round. In hindsight, I definitely should have just stood up and whatever happens, happens. This gave me confidence, though. He was close to my back. And that's obviously his best position. I was able to defend it, keep his hooks out. He does a really good job here, though, of pinning that leg. I really want to turn in. I was trying to find different ways to use my opposite knee or my hand to clear. But he does a great job there.
Nice roll.
Yeah, I was going to turtle to get up, but he was, again, looking for the back, so I thought probably safer just to roll back to half guard and use that to stand up.
And that worried me at home watching.
Sometimes you got to take a few to get back up. It's not like they were hard his shots. They were harder than the shots that he landed in the striking, but nothing to write home about. So that position that he took me down on, I'm usually very successful there, but I don't know if it's the UFC gloves. I wear the UFC gloves when I train, but I don't have anybody else that has them on. Usually I can find the fingers. You're not allowed to grab one, but you can grab 3 and you pry the fingers, but I couldn't find his hand, so it's really hard to break the body lock in those positions.
5 minutes down, potentially 20 to go.
1-0 to him?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I didn't land anything significant. He obviously got the grapple. I know I'm bleeding there, but that was a head clash. Also, first time I've ever been cut in a fight. First stitches. Really? I was very excited about it, yeah. But yeah, feeling good. After all that grappling, I still felt fresh.
And that's the head clash.
Yeah.
And your coach just so calm in his delivery and in their communication towards you in between rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any point getting all fired up at this stage of the fight, 4th and 5th, potentially, but obviously the round didn't go my way, but not in any real danger, to just give, technical answers to certain things, and I look to implement them in the second.
All right, here we go, round 2.
Erceg had his moments, but
not enough of them, no.
Not enough.
I mean, that landed, but...
He's come out strong again.
Yeah, it didn't feel like this, honestly, at the time. I felt like I barely got touched, but I got hit heaps, didn't I? I was honestly so surprised that he was going backwards. I really thought he'd be pushing me more more in the stand-up, just happy to take a shot, to give a shot sort of thing, but I don't know if the grappling tired him or whether the range was bothering him and he didn't want to. I don't know what it was, but like he does his blitz, but he does it less and less as the fight goes on.
And how did that adjust the game plan for you with him moving backwards, which is, as you mentioned, not what you expected?
It meant that I had to cut the cage off more. I should have probably sat down in my stance a little bit more. I was expecting to be a little bit higher because I wanted to be able to be on my bike and that sort of thing. That is just bad. So I don't know why, but I didn't try to base when he went to take me down there. I tried to cartwheel on my head to escape. I don't know whether... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly.
Flamboyance?
It's not usually my style, so I don't know why, but yeah, I tried to cartwheel out. Didn't obviously work, but... I honestly expected him to be... Like, his grappling's obviously very good, and he controlled me very well, but I expected to be in more danger. I felt like I was able to get back to half guard pretty well. Mm-hmm. He didn't really throw any strikes from these positions. And I'm happy that worked. That was something that some of my teammates went through. He holds half guard in a certain way. He keeps his knees quite tight and he traps his own arm with like a close side underhook, which is really good for holding people down, the close side underhook. But because he limits his base all on the same side, all you have to do is pin his leg essentially in place, and then as you roll, he's pinned his own arm in place, and so he can't base. And so, yeah, obviously got the escape there for it. I mean, he got good submissions, but most of it's from the back. He's not really known for anything else. He's active off the bottom in his guard, but he's not super successful there. I feel like I'm finally starting to get the range in the feet now. I landed the elbow, as you saw. The elbow was part of the game plan, but definitely I watched a lot of John Jones highlights before the fight too, so that's what I thought about. I was like, oh, John Jones throws a lot of elbows here, maybe I should start trying them. And it's funny what goes through your head.
He's the greatest of all time. I could be too. One thing that is funny is when he won the title, he was 12-1, his record, and my record was 12-1. So I was like trying to manifest it, but... So I really feel like I'm starting to like pull ahead here. Like I feel he's starting to tire and I'm starting to find my range.
Look at that. He's sliding and he's popping the champ now. I don't think anybody can box like this dude.
My God.
Because he's so big.
Dude, he is sharp.
I feel like you're both landing on each other with success.
Yeah, I think especially now, early on, not so much, but now my shots have a little bit more pop on them. Like I feel I'm rolling with them better, whereas I'm landing crisp-ish, but yeah, we're definitely both hitting each other.
And the champ needed that.
And he did that really well. I was practicing stopping the outside trip a lot because that's his like go-to takedown off the body lock. But he changed it up for me because I did stop it well. He stepped in the middle and he just turned me turned me over his hip essentially, and I didn't have an answer for it the whole fight. Yeah.
Who won that round?
Honestly, at the time, I thought he won the round. So I was shocked to see that, yeah, on the judges' scorecards, they give me the second. I did land better shots in that round, but he did take me down and held me for a bit. So I know they value top control a lot. It's easier to tell who's winning when somebody's on top, so I thought they'd give him the round. I really would have liked to have thrown slightly less check hooks and more straight right hands as he entered.
There was the big elbow.
Yeah. He took it like a champ. I hit him very hard, and he didn't even blink.
Erceg got a lot done that round, and he looks fresh.
Yep.
The third round, I'm coming out. No, I got to win this one now. I feel like I'm 2 rounds down. We've really got to start pushing the pace a little bit more. And I always expect him in the first, like I knew he's tired, but at the start of every round, it's almost like a new round. He's going to come out a little bit more aggressive, so I just got to take that for the first minute, and then the next 4 minutes I felt like would be all me.
What shocked you in that he was able to win the first 2 rounds?
What shocked me was the the body lock takedown. I really thought that if I stopped the outside trip, he wouldn't have much, but obviously he's got a little system there, and he was able to take me down with the next move, which, I mean, he's a world champ for a reason, right?
This is when Erceg's got to go. He can't wait here.
I was shocked at how many strikes he landed. Like, again, it didn't feel like he landed that many, but rewatching it, you can see, like, he's landing quite a few shots as I land as well. And I could hear my corner saying volume and use your jab and all that sort of stuff. I was trying to keep volume on him, but I was obviously worried about the takedown. I didn't want to get too ahead of myself and then give him a round for free.
You landed some nice shots there, and right now it looks like Pantoja is quite tired.
Yeah, 100% he was. He was way less active this round, I feel. And it just gets worse as the fight goes.
Nicely done by Pantoja.
He's really got one thing in the stand, and that's his blitz. Like, he's going backwards, and then he goes, oh, I've had enough of this, and he just blitzes forward. And if you can either counter that or stay out of the way of that, I feel like, okay, now you take the rest of the round. You just have to survive probably 30 seconds of action with him, unless you get taken down. It feels like, yeah, you could probably strike. He can't strike for as long as you can grapple. He's like grappling fit.
And he likes to start the round strong in terms of the striking. However, the volume decreases significantly and he looks to clinch like this.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing all of his fights. That's how he's won his fights. He's super aggressive early. Yeah, so he needs me in the nuts there. I think he landed 4 groin strikes in the fight. That was the first one. I sort of went, come on, man, like, what's going on?
But good of you to allow him to maintain the position.
That's probably a mistake. I didn't think about it. I just knew he was tired, so I didn't want them to stop the fight and, give 30 seconds or whatever. I just, let's get going. I need to melt him, sort of thing.
Erceg got hit low.
And he probably
could have got away from fighting.
I think he wants the pace to keep going, DC.
I feel like I definitely should have been able to exploit that more. As he circles, he just crosses his feet over. I feel like I should be leg kicking or throwing some kicks somewhere in his body that he can't really do. Oh, far out. And that, yeah. If I stopped that takedown, I'd win the fight, I think. Because I thought I was winning this round. I thought, so far, first 3, I thought I lost the first 2. I thought this one is the arguable round. Because, I am winning on the feet. And I saw him blitzing. I was circling on my left. I was like, I just have to get my left leg over his left hand, over his right hand, sorry. And then, as I'm trying to step over, he clips my knee and I fall. And, again, I can't stop the takedown. He took me down. Once he got the body lock, I don't know if he missed the takedown.
You look like you're blowing here. Look like you're quite tired.
It's more frustration, I think. See, in my head, I'm thinking, that's 3 rounds down. I got to really put in a monumental effort. Obviously, I'm trying to get up and everything, but all he's trying to do is hold me here.
Before engaging in the grappling, he did blitz and he did look to land a couple of shots. Did they hurt you at all?
No, again, on the feet, it felt like he had not very much power.
What's going on?
Again, like, I blocked the hook, I've done a good job, but I fall over there. Just, if I had a post on the ground, I know I'm fighting the hand and everything, but if I post and then slip his hook, now all of a sudden maybe he's on his back, I finish on top. That could be all it took to win that round. Just like little things that cost me.
Pantoja drags Erceg down at the end of round 3.
He did scramble really well though. I got to give him props. Scrambled very well. I know I said it in the fight, but I don't get beaten in scrambles very often. Even if I'm losing a scramble, at least I'll stalemate and we'll end up standing. Whereas he was able to take advantage.
He was very effective in earning the takedowns. I imagine that surprised you. That wasn't something that you expected him to be so proficient at.
I was very confident in my takedown defense, but I guess I'm more confident in my takedown defense when they're on my legs. I don't get put in positions as often where I'm in the upper body clinch, getting taken down, just because I do more freestyle wrestling than I do like Greco-type wrestling. So that's one of the things I'm looking to improve. I'm going to do a whole lot more Greco to make sure that I'm proficient in upper body takedowns and defense.
You both landed on each other pretty significantly there, but the follow-up left hook from yourself, that looked to be the most damaging shot of that exchange.
Again, it's funny what you feel in there compared to watching, because yeah, he did land there, but in that moment, I felt I smacked him, and his shot was non-influential. But he probably felt the same, like, oh, you hit with the elbow, but he hits like a girl, or whatever he said. So
that's a nice counter right by Erceg early round 4.
So sharp, John.
And notably didn't come out as aggressive here in the championship rounds as he did in the first 3.
Well, that's why I thought I was just going to melt him. It was like, I was so shocked that he was as tired as he was, and I was feeling as good as I was.
The first time you entered the championship rounds within the UFC, and you mentioned how nervous you were at having to fight 5 rounds. How are you feeling physically here?
I'm a little tired here, but as this round continues, I feel fresher and fresher. I'll go for a little takedown there. Yeah, I want to mix it up. I know he's the grappler, but again, I have a lot of success when I get on top of people, so I have faith in my grappling skills as well. Against anybody, even this loser. Yeah, one of the big things my coach was calling out was like more feints, especially because he was so aggressive in the first 3 rounds. I don't know if I didn't have an opportunity, or I was thinking less about feinting and more about just striking. But now that he's on the back foot, I've successfully defended some takedowns. I'm like, okay, now I can start giving him different looks. I can really set him up for bigger shots.
Oh my goodness. Uppercut and a left hook from the challenger.
I felt like, yeah, this was my most effective round. I just wish there was slightly more volume.
Erceg's striking is so clean.
You've landed some fantastic shots in this round, including an uppercut a short moment ago. You must be feeling pretty good at this stage.
Yeah, I feel great this round. I feel like my shots are landing clean. I feel like I'm the fresher fighter. I feel like everything's going my way now. I think I probably lost the first 3, but it is possible I won the 3rd. That's what's in my head anyway. So if I can win these next 2 rounds, at least I'm in a good position to win the fight. And obviously, if I can keep it on the feet and start getting into bite on feints, maybe I can still knock him out.
Erceg back to work off of that jab.
Pinpoint right hand there from Erceg.
I do like it. That looks so technically good. Not myself, as in when I watch other fighters do it too. Like, I just love the pull count. It's my favourite shot to land, to watch. Yeah. And I feel like, I'm starting to bully him now. I feel like this is my fight, not your fight anymore. And the crowd, I don't know if you can hear the crowd, but it's like it feels like they've gone silent almost. It's like things aren't going the Brazilian guy's way anymore.
Are you aware that it is very possible you need to finish to win this fight?
Yeah, of course. Like, my coach has said it to me. I'm probably 3-0 down. So I'm trying to find... I don't want it to swing, because if I swing, then again, I'm leading into a takedown. But I'm trying to land the best shots I can. And most of these, to start with, were just to make him think about something else. Didn't necessarily care if I got the takedown, but all of a sudden, if I start faking there and he starts putting his hands out to defend a double, then I can land a big overhand over the top. I can land a head. Like, there's lots of things I can land off of him dropping his hands. So I'm trying to set that sort of stuff up. I wish I wasn't throwing single shots though. I wish it was a little bit more in bunches. Like, hit, obviously he's countering me, but they're not really affecting my base or anything at this stage. So throw my shot, bump, bump, bump as he tries to exit. I also thought it was possible to take this round off. So I was, cognizant that, or at least I was thinking, I can't let everything go in the tank, because if he takes this round off and I don't finish him, I still got 1 round to go. I think every single time he got to the body lock was off my left hook.
Seemingly anyone's world title with 5 minutes to go.
My goodness.
So in my head, 1-3. I won 1 round, he won 3. That's what's going on in my head.
That was a very clear round for you.
Yeah, again, I feel like if we stand up together, I'm going to win the fight. If he gets on top, even though he's not doing any damage or getting close to submission, it's still top time. It's still control time. It's very obvious, even for somebody that's never watched fighting before, who's winning the fight, or the person on top. Whereas on the feet, it's a little bit harder to tell sometimes because you're both sort of jostling for position and that sort of thing.
Pantoja's corner saying he's 1-3. Erceg's corner saying he's 1-3, but it seems much closer than that.
There's an argument to be made that Steve Erceg won rounds 2, 3, and 4.
What's going through the mind now, heading into the final round of your first ever championship fight?
I'm thinking I got to finish him. I got to come out here and, yeah, put it on him. He's tired. It's mine to take. And that's one thing I am, like, sort of happy about, is, like, I felt like I at least put myself in a position where it's, like, my choices defined the fight. It wasn't him so much. Like, he did good things, obviously, but I felt like I was the master of my own destiny, I guess. I don't know.
Early takedown, round 5 for Erceg. His first on 5 attempts.
I complained to the ref again.
Yeah.
I forgot, honestly, after this little exchange, I forgot that he changed the position. I thought that I took him down, he just stood up. I feel like, even though he got me down there, this is such a stalemate position. Like, it's anybody's guess who's going to win. He does a really good job there. Like, the way he pulled me back in, and he's good with his legs. I think that's what he doesn't necessarily, people don't see, is like they see all the grappling exchange and stuff, but his legs are what wins him a lot of them. It's like, I'll go to step over and he uses his little hook, and he's very good with them.
Oh, he grabbed the fence there.
I was trying to fight the hands and the fingers, but I just couldn't find them. Probably should have started you. And I forgot I grabbed the cage. It was funny listening to the crowd boo and all that sort of stuff. I'm just playing the game. Like, I'm not touching. I have Goddard in my ear. Like, yeah, that was funny.
Very disciplined there.
So, yeah, you can see me trying to find the fingers, but he hides them real well. And, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I stay high on his chest here, because if I get too low, he's going to use his hook to, elevate me down and take the back. So I'm just trying to make sure I stay high,
Beautifully done. So at this stage, I think every Aussie is out of their seat going, just piece him up, stay here, and knock him out, hunt for the finish.
Yeah, again, honestly, I forgot. I remember the takedown at this point. I forgot that he scrambled. I don't know why. I was just thinking about how I'm going to win the fight. I just forgot about what happened earlier in the round, I guess. And I was also super confident because I remember the takedown. I was like, oh, the timing on the take. I've got the timing on the takedowns. I took him down the first time and he's somehow gotten back up. Won't happen again, obviously.
A kid who's ranked number 10 in the world, showing that he is just absolutely elite. And even if he doesn't win this fight, less than a year into this career, he's fighting the best guy in the world.
Another elbow
and doing really
there.
well. Beautiful elbow landed there.
I'm getting decent jabs now. I wonder, I wasn't landing jabs as consistently early. I don't know if I was a little bit more gun shy or whether just I realised I got to throw more, but it would have been good to invest in the jab a little bit more early too. But yeah, it looks a lot more 50-50 on the feet in this part. Like, he knows there's not long left, so he's putting a little bit more effort in. So, yeah, I feel like he was just onto it. I feel like I relaxed for a half a second, like, oh, I got the takedown, and he was already into his roll, and yeah, he trapped my leg, and yeah, frustrating.
Technically break that down for us. What could you have done differently?
I feel like I shouldn't have had my hips as far away from his hips as I did. Because of that, there's a small disconnect as he rolls, which allowed him to grab my leg. If I have my hips in straight away as he rolls, I have a better opportunity to, like, sort of get my knee out or whatever I need to do on the roll. So when he rolls through, he doesn't have control of me anymore. So I'm still sort of on his back. And either we scramble or I have control or whatever happens.
And you nearly escaped there.
Again, he scrambles so well. I had a few opportunities where I thought, like this one in particular, I really thought I was out. But that little knee post he had on my hip, that basically saved him from getting rolled there and then go for my back. And yeah, just a lot of almost escapes, which probably at this point whether I got out or not wouldn't matter. But all I'm thinking, I heard the 10-second clapper. Probably doesn't matter if I get out anyway, but for my own pride, I guess, I'm getting up. Didn't want to go out giving up, you know what I mean? Just whether it made a difference or not, I was standing up. And I'm pretty confident I lost the fight.
You knew?
Yeah, I thought I'd lost 4-1 or 3-2. Yeah, I was frustrated. It worked very hard for a long time to get to this opportunity, this moment, and yeah, to lose it sucks.
Is it hard to watch yourself like this?
Yes. I don't like...
Sorry.
Nah, it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't like showing emotion. I don't know. Just, yeah, I don't know. I really do feel like, give me a year, give me 2 years. There's a few little things that I can fix, and I really feel like I can smoke this guy. I hate the fact that that guy beat me. He's like so deficient in so many areas, and he's the champ. Like, people talk about how the flyweight division is the most technical in the UFC, and then to have some guy that strikes like that bothers me greatly. He's a very good scrambler. He's very strong. There's reason why he's a champ. I know I can beat him. And I feel like he was a better competitor and I was a better fighter. If that makes sense. I feel like if we were to fight to the death, there's only one person getting out of that one. It's not him.
And the stats?
Yeah, I know the actual numbers are pretty similar, but like the body strikes were nothing shots. Like, he's just doing this. Like, who cares? And it didn't feel like 9 takedowns and 19 attempts. I was shocked to see that stat.
And a great show of sportsmanship from Alexandre.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what there's to be angry at each other about. Like, I literally just fought him for 25 minutes. If I didn't lose my aggression towards him then, like, when am I going to lose it? Like, when you see people start biff after the fight, it's like, you just fought him. Do more during the fight if you're going to be upset about it.
The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision.
Yeah, I was shocked that I was so close. I thought it would be 4-1. So when I heard that it was 1 round, I was like, that hurts. I didn't know I was that close. And every single time I see him post about the guys he beat in the top 10 and I have to see my name there, it sucks. I know it's part of the game and people have to deal with seeing me and my stats on them, but yeah, just something about Pantoja. And yeah, all I was trying to do while he was, because DC told me that he wanted me to talk, all I was trying to do was make sure that I could keep it together. I didn't want to act like a baby on the microphone because I was a little bit emotional.
Were you going to cry?
I felt like there was a possibility.
Understandable.
Yeah. One thing I realised as well, he talks a lot. I guess everything annoys me now, but he just feels like he talks for so long. Again, he's a nice guy and all that sort of stuff, but there's obviously that competitive thing between anybody in the flyweight division and the fact that he has a win over me, and yeah, just...
At this stage, I imagine you just want to leave the arena, go home.
Yeah, I definitely want to be by myself. Don't want to talk to anybody. Yeah, just... I've always been like that, I think most of the time, like, I've lost jiu-jitsu comps, wrestling comps, all sorts of stuff. Everybody knows to leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody, don't want to be around anybody. I just want to think about the fight, yeah.
What an incredible guy, incredible opponent. You know, I think I need a little bit of a break. I've fought 3 times in the past year, so now I'm going back to Real de Cabo with my girl. Everyone, I'm coming.
I'm laughing at him bragging about how often he's fighting. He fought 3 times in a year. Very good. Well done. You're a hero. Good job, bro.
Seems like a real beef between the two of you.
I'm just annoyed now.
Yeah, I get it.
You started it. You maybe watch this. Yeah. Far out.
First UFC championship opportunity. What did you make of the fight? Was there anything surprising that Pantoja showed you out there?
Yeah, I was surprised how well he could scramble. I usually beat guys there, so it was a shock.
When the scores were read, you said 1 round and looked to your coaches. Did you know that it would come down to round 5 and those takedowns and him reversing you ultimately made what was the difference in the fight?
I thought the third, I think it was the third, was close enough. Like, he got me down a couple of times, but there was like no real control when I got up and beat him on the feet. I thought that if I could win the last round at least, I gave myself a chance, and I just blew it.
You didn't blow it.
I definitely did. You don't get given opportunities like that every day. So, I'm going to do everything I can to work my way back, and I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to try to make my way back, but yeah, just there's no guarantees. I had a shot. Sometimes you only get one. I tried. I did my best.
You said there's no guarantees, and you said give yourself a year, maybe 2 years, and you'll be back up there. I kind of feel like with a few minor adjustments, you could easily, if that fight was presented to you later this year, for instance, I imagine you'd be able to handle yourself much better and potentially even claim the belt.
Again, there's a lot of things that go in. Like, again, yeah, I feel like there's only a few things I need to improve, and once I do that, I can beat him. But there's other guys too that I got to beat. It's not just him. I could be injured. There's lots of things that can happen in life, and sometimes you don't get second chances. So that's why I felt like I blew it. Just like I had one, I really wanted to make it count.
Well, the reaction from several UFC pundits, including official commentators and fans and coaches, is that you are definitely that caliber and you will definitely make it back to that spot. Surely, you know, as the dust is settled and with the benefit of hindsight, you feel like you definitely are at that level and you will be back there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I can and will, but yeah, I don't know. It hurts at the moment.
Yeah,
still.
no, I can imagine. Yeah,
it sucks. But yeah, again, I'm not a quitter.
No.
There's been a lot of setbacks in my career through, fights, injuries, all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna keep pushing until I hopefully make my next shot. And yeah, if it ends up being like a Michael Bisping thing where I'm there for 15 years before I get another shot and I finally win, whatever it has to be, I'm gonna do everything I can.
Sure, it won't take that long. You realise you made us all proud, right? All of Australia. No, all of Australia now looks upon you and looks upon that as a fantastic achievement. And you've found your level now.
I don't know, it's hard.
Looking at it positively? Yeah,
I'm very critical of myself, and I do try to look at positives as well. Obviously, there are lots of positives, but yeah, I don't know. Next time. That's all I'll say. Next time.
You made us proud, mate.
I appreciate it.
All the best to you.
Thank you very much.